Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Joe Buck. I'm joined here with Dave Williams, and we're here at the LC2 Arena for the Budo Fight Championships 2016. And we're going to go straight into our first fight of the evening, which is Liam Bennett versus Ben Rees. And how are you feeling tonight? What are your thoughts on the crowd here?
Yeah, it's really good. Got a good home sport for these fighters here tonight.
Isn't it great? I mean, the turnout here has just been brilliant.
Yeah, it's a packed out arena. But we got some real good fighters tonight, so yeah, let's get ahead with the first one.
Great, let's go.
Both Liam Bennett and Ben Rees fighting at £145. Should be a really good fight.
Liam Bennett on the right in the black shorts, instantly going in with the takedown.
Ben Rees here, he's got him in a headlock here. He's trying to, but he's fighting from bottom position here. If Liam Bennett can get out of this, should be able to get some good ground and pound. But he's still got his head here, as you can see. But he's got his legs nicely tied up, and if he can just break free. He's trying to... Oh, there it is. And yep, you're going to see lots of ground and pound here, lots of elbows. Could be stopped straight away. Yeah.
There it is. Dominating with the elbows there.
Well, the referee's really got no choice there. You can see he's shot from the takedown from the start, and from there he's got top control, and yeah, it's over pretty quickly.
But does the ref wait there to see, or does he just let it go on? Does he have to stop it?
Well, he's looking to see if he's defending himself, but from there I think the elbows, a few of them were getting through, and yeah, the referee's done the right thing there. I think there's been no complaints from Ben Rees, so.
So now we go into our second fight of the evening. We have Matt Thomas, who will be fighting Tyler John Thomas. Matt Thomas will be the ones with the red band around the waist. And really looking forward to this fight. What can you tell us about the fighters, Dave?
Well, this is Matt Thomas's first fight, professional fight. So yeah, really interested to see how he gets on here. You know, this is going to be like we said, we've got a big crowd here, so see how he deals with the pressure here.
And here we go, straight in.
Looks confident though with Matt Thomas. You know, before the fight, you could see it. He was really up for it, really looking like he wanted this fight.
Instant aggression. He had some good support there as well.
Yeah, lots of people, a lot of home crowd here behind him. Oh, straight away with a nice left, which really does knock him straight to the ground. And straight away, he's got good top position here.
Both fighters really trying to get the dominance in the early rounds.
It's a bit of a scramble here at the moment. Tyler's looking good here though. Good reversal, now in top position, and yeah, he's
throwing the punches.
He's doing well here, Matt Thomas. He's just trying to hold on to the neck, make sure he can't just get the space, but look, he's got that now, and he's just throwing some bombs down on him. He's going to have to do more to get out of this bottom position, Matt Thomas. He's going to have to...
He is in a difficult position, isn't he?
He's got to turn here and try turning his body to the left here to get out of this, but unfortunately Tyler's got his legs wrapped around his body, and it's going to make it real difficult here. He's in a bit of trouble. Straight away he shoots for an armbar. Is it defended quite well by Matt Thomas? I think he's still got it. Yeah, and he's forced to tap there.
Quick tap, what a great manoeuvre there.
Yeah, you got a feel for him his first fight, and he was doing really well. Started off with great intention, but good aggression, but unfortunately the armbar was there, and yeah, he's going to learn a lot from this fight, I think.
It's always nice to see when the fighters congratulate each other at the end.
It's always good sportsmanship, and nice to see it. Especially on his first fight, he's got to be disappointed, but yeah, he's taking it well, and you know, he's going to learn a lot. You know, going into his next fight, he's going to be so much more well prepared for it. So yeah, I'd be interested to see his next fight.
Maybe it was just the eagerness of the first fight. It was just...
You're not always thinking straight, but yeah, he's done well there. Hopefully he hasn't injured himself there. He's just grabbing his arm, but yeah, really good fight there.
Congratulations to the winner.
Again, another first round fight.
So we have, for our third fight of the evening, Ethan George versus Marley Bennett. Ethan George with the black shorts and the white trim. And it's not just the MMA fights tonight, is it, Dave?
No, we've actually got some our first boxing. It's going to be the first and only boxing match we're going to show you tonight. But yeah, it should be a really interesting one. Looking forward to this one as well.
Yeah, and as you can see, Marley Bennett there just getting ready in the all black shorts. And I'm expecting a very, very tough fight here.
Yeah, he looks like a bit of a character, this Marley Bennett. He's got lots of tattoos all over him. So yeah, really looking forward to seeing how he comes out. Looks like he's really up for it as well, as you can see.
Some very interesting song choices going into the ring tonight as well.
Like I said, we've got a few characters here tonight, so yeah, looking forward to this one, and let's see how it starts off.
Here we go.
Marley Bennett straight away going in there.
Instant aggression.
And both the fighters look confident, both look like they're happy to exchange here. Got Ethan George there, initiating the
Ethan George looks
grapple.
more like he's ready to suss out his opponent, whereas Marley's jumping straight into the fight.
Yeah, he's really going for it, isn't he? He's happy to throw some big punches here. Oh, he's landed there with a nice right hook.
You can hear the excitement from the crowd as well, both wearing on each opponent.
Oh, that's a beautiful, beautiful knockout there. You won't see a cleaner knockout, as you can see there. He leans into it, gets caught, and yeah. I just hope the fighter's okay there.
I would not want to be on the end of that.
That is a clean knockout. Oh man, he hits the deck there, you know. Like I said there, I hope he's okay, but that is one of the cleanest knockouts you're going to see tonight, I'm pretty sure of it.
Unfortunately, Marley couldn't be there for the announcement of the winner.
We bring you a winner by way of knockout in the red corner.
That's nice to see, yeah, really good fight.
And here we go with our fourth event of the evening, where we return back to the MMA. We have Carl Booth, who will be fighting in the grey shorts, against Shane Riley, who will be fighting in the black shorts. And straight back into the MMA. Dave, what are your thoughts on the fight this evening?
Yeah, well, we've got two fighters here. You've got Carl Booth with a professional record of 6 wins, 1 loss, and Shane Riley with 5 wins and 5 losses. So both of them have got, you know, a good amount of fights between them. Should be a really interesting one. I'd like to see which way this one goes.
And there we are with the touch of gloves, looking to go straight into the start of the fight. And here we go.
Who's your money on for this one, Joe?
Oh, God. It's a difficult one to say, really. I haven't seen much of the two fighters before.
I think you've got to go with Carl the Bomber Booth here. You know, he's got a better record with the 6 wins, 1 loss. Should be. I'm interested to see if he can keep that record up, you know.
Straight up against the fence, though, to start.
Yeah, let's just see how he gets out of this one, you know. He's got to try turning him and maybe putting him on the fence. He's done a good job of that here.
I wonder if we're going to witness another first round knockout.
And he's managed to take him down here. This is interesting. Yeah, it's been a bit of a crazy one tonight with all the first round knockouts.
First 3 fights with three finishings in the first round.
He's doing well, like we thought here. He's got good top control.
Showing the dominance.
You've got Shane Riley at the bottom here, keeping control of his neck, trying to hold his head down so he can't posture up and land some shots on him, but he's got to control those wrists as well, otherwise those are going to get through, and he's leaving his back open here, so he could be susceptible to a rear naked choke if he's not careful.
Coaches shouting, barking orders to their fighters there. I wonder how much they actually hear from the coaches while they're in the middle of the fight.
This is interesting to see here. He's not quite got his neck at the moment. He's trying to get underneath the chin here, but he's not quite able to do so. If he's not careful, he's got to be busy here. The referee might stand him back up, but both these fighters here, we got Carl fighting out of Nottingham MMA, and we got Shane Riley, who's fighting out of Brotherhood MMA. Both trying to get the win here. You know, this would be a real good way to kickstart the career with a nice win here in front of like we said, a full packed house.
Yeah, as you can see, the crowd behind surrounding the octagon just there.
As you can hear the trainers there, he's telling Carl there he wants more elbows. He can use that right arm now and just plant some elbows. But I think he's still trying to get the rear naked choke. He's trying to get his arm underneath the chin, but it's just what he could do here is try flattening him out. And again, like what he's trying to do is land some ground and pound. But referee might, he's still defending himself.
It must be exhausting for the fighters defending on the mat, absorbing the punches, trying to get out of the grapple. It must take away most of your energy.
Defending like this, and as you can see, these shots are getting through. The referee's going to have to. He's going to have to. He had no other choice there. He was just. It was a good fight, but like we said, another first round finish.
Absolutely brutalising them punches there, and there you can see in the slow-mo.
The elbows are getting through. They're not being blocked anymore. And the referee, I think he's done the right thing there.
It seems to be the chosen choice of finishing the fights this evening. We've had a few elbows that have been brutal. And there he is, confirmation of the win.
Yeah, so Carl there moves to 7 wins, 1 loss. So yeah, he's looking really good at the moment. Interesting to see where he goes now in the future.
And now we go into our 5th bout of the evening, where we have the Frenchman Konmon fighting with the grey shorts against Rikki Fortuna. And there you see them at the weigh-in, both looking very keen for the bout.
Yeah, both looking really fit, ready for it,
Great shape, and there we go, and we get underway. What can you tell us about the fighters, Dave?
Both these fighters fighting at featherweight, which is 145 pounds. We got the Frenchman fighting out of MMA Factory, and we got Rikki Fortuna, which is fighting out of Newport MMA. So he should have the home crowd support here, which you can hear them in the background. Really up for this one.
And a slow and steady start to the fight. As we say, there's been a lot of first round knockouts, a lot of technical KOs there, and they feel like they're just sussing each other out at the moment.
Yeah, both not willing to commit to anything, Rikki throwing a few bombs at the start, but both missing. Shoots for a takedown there, but yeah, the Frenchman does well. Again, he's shooting for that takedown. He wants it. He's not giving it up.
The strength and balance, though, from Konmon to stay on his feet there with the takedown.
He's done well there. But he is against the fence here, and yeah, Rikki is still going for that takedown. He's just trying to wrap up both the legs at the moment. He's got both underarms, and he's lifting him at the moment. Is he going to be able to complete this? So going to put a lot of effort into this, yeah, and he does. And he's got top control here. See what he can do.
Oh, into the quick counter there.
That's just too easy for him there, the Frenchman. You can hear his trainer in the background screaming at him.
Absolutely barking orders at him.
But he's done well here to reverse the position and have him up against the fence here. But he's got to, in the clinch here, he's got to use some knees here, attack the body at least. And she's doing nicely at the moment, but well defended by Rikki at the moment.
Also, guys, stay with us this evening. We have another 2 fights after this. Coming up after this, we have Otavio Javalli against John Phillips, and then the main event of the evening, Jordan James, who will be fighting David Round. So some very interesting fights to come.
That title fight is going to be a really good one. You don't want to miss that one.
We saw them at the weigh-ins, and both looked very eager to get in the ring and fight their opponent. There we are, returning to the fight. Both fighters still trying to see who can get control of this fight. Oh, there we are.
Nice right hook landed there by the Frenchman. Yeah, he's starting to dictate the pace of this a bit more. He's just at the moment, Rikki, he's throwing shots, but he's just not. None of them are hitting the Frenchman. He's able to just, with great footwork, just dodge those punches.
He's a very quick fighter, isn't he?
See, again, he's a big swing. almost telegraphs that right punch. And she's, again, just able to take a couple of steps, good footwork, and move out the way. That's a bit better there. Couple strikes landed, nice little right hook. But as you can see, it's
swinging and missing.
It's got to be frustrating there. He's just always out of reach. Ooh, nice little counter there by Konmon.
Konmon has had a few significant strikes within this fight.
And that's the difference at the moment. He seems to be landing, you know. Although he's just in the pocket, moves, counters nicely again. I think he's just struggling with the distance here, Rikki, at the moment. Rikki with a professional record of 4 wins and 3 losses, so I think it's important for him to get a win here today.
We've picked up on it before, but the turnout tonight at the LC2 has been great for the event. The mixed martial arts fight in itself is something that has gained so much popularity in the past few months. But sorry, not months, years.
Well, recently, this year, it's always been Conor McGregor for the UFC. He's really put the sport to a whole new level here, and as you can see with the crowd here, more and more people are wanting to see it, and I think, you know,
it's something. As before, there was just a lot of English fighters in the sport, wasn't there? And then Conor McGregor came as the Irishman who's gained all this popularity. Are they paving a way for a Welshman to be next in the limelight?
Well, definitely. We'd hope to see someone in the UFC soon. But yeah, that was a good first round there by both of them.
Yeah, it was an interesting first round, wasn't it, Dave?
You can see here, Rikki shoots for the takedown, and he's really persistent in it. He really tries for it, and eventually reaps the rewards. So it's going to be really interesting to see how the judges score this. He did get the takedown, but he did not land many strikes in that round. So yeah, really interested to see how the judges score this one.
Konmon quick to counter, and I'd say that he had quite a few more significant strikes during the fight.
Yeah, you can see there he's hitting the body on the break here. Again, left hook, right hook. Lovely.
That is nice.
Just good combinations there. I thought when he went underneath there he was going to shoot for a takedown, but he's quite happy to stand on the feet and exchange with him. Again, a nice little right hand there at the end. Interesting first round. Looking forward to this one. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, straight into round 2.
I think Rikki here, he's got to feign a little bit more. He's got to, at the moment he seems to be just loading up on shots, and yeah, it's telegraphed, so it's quite easy for the Frenchman to just duck it up and counter them.
He seems like, with the pace that the fighter's got, he's, as you say, he is telegraphing them and not causing any problems.
See that? Again, just loads up on that right hand, and it's just easy for the Frenchman to duck under and counter. There we go. Oh, nice combination there. This is the first fight tonight that hasn't been a first round knockout, but it's still an entertaining fight nonetheless. Just hoping here for the Welshman to maybe he's just land a little bit more, get some of those strikes, or even shoot for another takedown. It was successful for him in the first round, so something like that. He needs to change it up, I think. I don't know what his ground game's going to be like, because the Frenchman got up quite easy from the first takedown, so he's got to try something different here though, Rikki.
Yeah, this one's got the making to go all the way, I think.
Nice little leg kick there.
Still in the early part of this second round, they still seem to be sussing out their opponents here.
Both reluctant, both don't want to get tagged early, and then again, they've seen what's happened tonight, I'm sure.
Oh yeah. I mean, what does that do as a fighter, coming into it, seeing every single fight ending first round? Are you preparing yourself for an aggressive first round?
I think you just stick to your own fight, it's what's happened before, you've got to concentrate on your own fight, but the crowd are going to be used to the first round knockouts, they're going to want more, so they're going to be calling for it, really. There's a nice right hand by Rikki. That's the first one I've seen this round that's actually landed.
As you say, this is what the fans are paying the money for. They want to see these first round knockouts.
don't want to engage in any of the grappling at the moment. Both happy to stand on the feet and trade. But like I said, at the moment, it just seems to be the Frenchman just having the edge at the moment. Rikki's got a little bit more time as the centre of the octagon control, but he's throwing these punches, and the Frenchman's just able to dodge and counter. He's telegraphing them a bit too much, not feinting at all, just loading up, and he's looking a bit more tired in the second round. And the Frenchman seems to be pulling away here. Again, big overhand right, just able to move and counter. Great footwork by the Frenchman.
There's a big swing again.
That's a nice leg kick there. I felt that one. Leg buckled a bit. Again, it's just too easy for the Frenchman at the moment. You can hear his trainer at the moment shouting to him, because I think at the moment Rikki's got a... I don't know if he's almost a little scared of getting knocked and getting caught by the Frenchman, but he's got to have to... I think he has to shoot for more takedowns. I think that's where he had the most success in the first round.
In the middle of the ring, throwing punches like this, Konmon looks like he could do this all day.
Oh, it's just interesting to see how the judges scored the first round, because this round at the moment, I think you've got to give it to the Frenchman. He's throwing more, he's landing more. There we got a nice little body shot by Rikki, but he's going to have to do more, because he keeps throwing those and they're just too easy to move out of the way from. Another nice little combination there. What do you think though of the fight? The championship fight tonight? Yeah, that's an exciting one.
It is. As we saw, we'll be seeing a bit later, we had some pre-fight interviews from them, and as I say, Jordan James looked very keen for the bout. David Round, who is the champion, looked very
confident going into that one.
Very confident.
Both fighters were happy to, both gave each other some praise, but yeah, that's going to be a really good one, and you can see the crowd here really want that one to be a knockout. I'm open for the same, to be honest. But yeah, it's always more interesting when there's a belt on the line. There's always the nerves. But yeah, the second round there was again more. It's the same. The Frenchman's just, you'll see here, just able to move out the way, and then counter nice. You see right hand, left hand. That's the story of the fight at the moment. It's just. He's not been able to find his reach, Rikki, at the moment.
It seems like neither opponent has the means of how to finish their challenge.
Yeah, we're going to have to, in the third round, I think that round you'd rather give it to the Frenchman, and the first one you don't know. So Rikki, he's really got to be looking for a finish here. I think his best hope is the takedown and look for a submission.
A few significant body shots there from Konmon. And here we go into round 3, and we were right. It's going all the way after all the first round knockouts.
So we do need Rikki here. He needs something. He needs to come out wanting this.
So you think from the first 2 rounds that Konmon is...
I'm definitely going to give the second to the Frenchman. The first one's up for grabs, just because Rikki did get the takedown successfully. But even in the first round, the Konmon definitely had more significant strikes, and he was looking like, he might even be 2 rounds up at the moment. So if Rikki wants this one, he's going to have to really pull something special out the bag.
You'd like to see a lot more aggression, a lot more eagerness from the fighters in the last round, wouldn't you?
Yeah, it's been a. I think both fighters are just still feeling each other out, wanting to know, don't want to get caught. They don't want this to be over straight away, because of one silly mistake. So often, this brings a very technical fight. But yeah, I think the fans here want a knockout, and I think we just, it'd be nice for Rikki with the home sport to give the fans something to shout about and cheer about. But yeah, he's doing a lot better at the start of this third round. But he just needs to feint, needs to go for it. He's got good centre or octagon control, but you know the Frenchman is just at the moment just dancing around him. Good footwork.
Great footwork. You can sense in the crowd that they're waiting for something to happen as well.
Rikki's going to have to pull something out now. You know, it's definitely on him to make this third round his and build up that confidence. It should be there now. You know, he's eaten a few shots from the Frenchman. He's still here. He looks good, but he's definitely again just swing and a miss. You know. And it's just a little too easy for the Frenchman at the moment. You know, he's able to see these punches coming, step out the way, move back, and then counter. So, again, it's the story of the fight, I think. Nice leg kick there by the Frenchman.
As you say, guys, stay tuned with us after this fight as we have two great matches coming ahead. We have Otavio Javalli, who will be fighting John Phillips, and then we have Jordan James, who will be fighting David Round in the main event of the evening. And here we are, still in the third round, as Konmon looks to keep his upper advantage against Rikki Fortuna.
If he gets this one here, if it goes, you know, at the moment it is looking like not one of them's gonna knock the other one out, or there's gonna be any submissions. I think Rikki here, he was successful with the takedown in the first, and he needed more of that in the second and the third, and he hasn't even shot for a takedown in the last two rounds. So I think at the moment he's being outstroked on the feet by the Frenchman, as you can see there, just easy to move, easy to dodge. There we go, that's a bit better. But again, they're a bit wild, they're a bit...
Very wild.
You know, they're telegraphed. He needs to feint, and then jab, and then one of the big bombs behind it. But at the moment, it's just too easy for the Frenchman. If he wins this one, he will take his professional record to 7 wins, 1 loss, which would be, you know, one to watch out for.
You watch when the fighters are throwing the punches. Konmon is just dodging these punches with ease, whereas his opponent seems to be soaking them up.
Although Rikki, you know, he's taken a lot of, you know, strikes, he doesn't seem to be fazed by any of them. You know, there's no damage to him. He seems to be still a lot of energy behind him, but he has tired in the second and the third compared to what he was in the first. But he's still in this fight. He just needs one punch, one of those big bombs to land, and it could be game over. But there we go. That's better. See, need more of that. We needed more of that in the second. Needed more of that. A bit of. He's holding on to the fence there, the Frenchman, twice. Yeah, he still manages to get the takedown, which is good. But I feel it's coming a little bit too late, you know?
Yeah, I feel like that.
This is where he's had his success. The Frenchman here is going to do his best now to get back up, but good top control here from the Welshman.
Both fighters holding on to the fence. It's not something you want to see.
It's just instinct, isn't it? You know, you want to keep yourself up, but yeah, this one's going to have to go to the judges' scorecard, I think.
Both fighters showing the appreciation.
What do you think there, Joe? Who do you think's taking this one?
Well, as you say, at the very end of the fight there, Rikki Fortuna goes for the takedown, but it may just do too little too late there. I think Konmon put his arms up there, thinking he knows that he's done enough to win the fight there. But you see in the slow motion replays here, he was landing some punches, dodging all of Rikki Fortuna's.
It was a good fight, you know. It wasn't what we've been used to so far in this fight card, but yeah, it was a more technical fight. But I think the story of the fight there was Rikki. He kept, you know, he should have tried for these. You know, it was successful in the first. The third round, he had another takedown, but he needed those. He just the significant strikes weren't there for him. I think he needed to he needed to go for the takedown more, and instead, I think here the Frenchman might have it. But if we will go to the judges' scorecards, and it'll be interesting to see which way they scored this.
Here we go into the result.
And there it is. It is the Frenchman. He looks really happy with that win.
A unanimous decision there by the judges.
I think it's the right call there. It was a good fight to watch, but unfortunately, he just couldn't land anything, Rikki. And I think that was the story of the fight. He needed to go for those takedowns more, but yeah, really enjoyed that one.
And now we go into our 6th fight of the evening, our penultimate fight of the show, where we have Otavio Javalli on the left, who will be fighting against the Welshman John Phillips. And Dave, what could you tell us about these fighters?
That's a middleweight fight, both fighting at 185 pounds. Yeah, John Phillips, 31 years old, and Javalli at 32 years old. So these guys, only 1 year in it. Should be a really interesting fight. Looking forward to this one a lot. Both big hitters, as you can see.
Looking brutal, straight into the punches. John Phillips fighting with the dark shorts.
Both happy to exchange on the feet here, which is nice to see. Again, you can hear the crowd loving this one.
Swinging exactly. This is what the fans pay for, to come and see this. A few knees there from John Phillips.
Yeah, well, interesting one out of his fights. He's had 20 wins, 6 losses, and out of those 20 wins, 18 KOs for John Phillips. So, this one is definitely going to be one to watch. You
can see exactly what he wants to do with his fights. He's on the floor there, but I think he wants to be on his feet, swinging punches.
It's a good takedown there, though. Let's see what he can do here from top control. He's in full guard at the moment, so he just needs to posture up and see then if he can, throw some bombs down there. And at the moment he's doing well to control him, keep him close to him, so he's not able to strike him. But yeah.
As you say, he does want to get on his feet, as he is a heavy hitter.
If one of those goes through and they don't get caught, they could be over pretty quickly.
Otavio showing some dominance in the centre of the ring.
Just got to watch his elbows there at the back of the head. Referee's quick to pick that one up. As you see there, he's not been able to land too much though. It's really good here from John, just trying to keep him nice and close.
Keep him tight to him.
Make sure, he's just got his hands wrapped around his back there, keep him close so he can't just posture up and just throw down on him. So yeah, he's done well here, even though he's been underneath him.
Oh, he was trying to turn.
I think he's happy here just to wait till the air.
Is he letting him up?
What's happened here then?
A broken glove, I think.
I think one of his fingers has come out the glove here, so we'll just stop the fight here and wait for them to get this sorted.
And we'll go back into the fight.
Some nice kicks there landed by John. And again, when these two are standing up, they are both happy to throw down. If one of these lands, it could be over pretty soon. Oh, John there is definitely getting the better of the exchanges.
I think he wants to get him down to the floor because I don't know how many of these punches he'll be able to take.
Another good takedown there. He's holding on to that left arm at the moment, John, just so he can't just keep his body in control there. And able to free it. Again here, he's going to just try controlling his posture, but no. Javalli here is looking good. Is he going to allow him to stand up? I don't think so, not when he's throwing those bombs. And again, he's back on top of him, looking to...
Right, back on top. He's got a game plan, hasn't he?
Looking to get into full mount here, but he's just gone over him now, which is really good for John. He's been able to stand up, put him against the fence.
Straight back up, countering with ease.
Yeah, it's important here that he gets some nice knees here, uses this.
Tiring the legs.
And this first round, it's been mostly those takedowns by Javalli, which is...
Some very strong punches as well coming from John Phillips.
If one of those punches lands, it's going to be game over. You can see here he's swinging. Nice. When these two guys throw bombs, don't they? They really do throw for it.
Otavio not afraid to throw a punch though.
Yeah, both of them are happy to exchange. You know, it doesn't seem any of them are getting any tentative. They really do want this to go all the way, and I think we're just waiting for that one moment where it's all over. John gets some great punches there. Oh, and there's the left. And that's the KO. Another first round finish.
A big, massive left hook.
And you can see there, John placing the crowd. The crowd absolutely going wild for that. You can hear them.
The sound of the impact of the drop. Oh my god.
I said earlier that you didn't think you were going to see a cleaner KO, but that man might just be a cleaner KO.
As we say, it's always nice when the opponent shows respect to the
other fighter, yeah.
other fighter.
Oh, that's good there, John there in front of all the fans there.
It was very easy to predict early that a punch, if he connected with one of those punches, Otavio was going to be
Basically, Jordan Rhino James, Swansea fighter, coming off a good win from a last fight. First round knockout, 14 seconds, so very confident walking into the fight. David Round, very tough customer, 35 pro fights, he's fought on probably all the best in the UK, Spain and so on. A few knockouts to himself, but he ain't faced me yet, so you know, we call David one more round. When he steps in our octagon tomorrow, it'll be David no more rounds.
I'm fighting Jordan James at welterweight for the welterweight Budo title. A big fight, a good fight, he's a tough boy.
And here we are going into the main event of the evening, where we see Jordan James taking on David Round. And as you see from the weigh-in, both fighters looking very eager to fight their opponents.
Both up for this one, aren't they? Both head against each other there, and there's the belt that's on the line tonight. Really looking forward to this 170-pound fight, welterweight fight.
Champion on the left in the Peppa Pig shorts. A very unusual pair of shorts on there.
Yeah, like I said, this fight card's full of characters, and yeah, David, definitely one of them.
Straight into it.
Yeah, this is
some knees to the body there from the champion. The excitement from the crowd outside is brilliant as well.
Jordan James there going for a... He seems to be shooting for this takedown. He doesn't want to give it up, does he?
No.
Able to get out of it, David Round there, which is good.
Back into the centre of the ring.
Ooh, some nice little left punches being thrown there. Left jabs from Jordan James.
Jordan James keeps going for that takedown, trying to get control.
He wants it. Oh, some nice knees there from Dave.
But Jordan James absorbing them knees like it wasn't even being hit.
Oh, nice little takedown there. Went for the kick and was able to catch the leg and just take him down.
The power to pick him up.
It's interesting to see here what his ground game is like. See if he can hold on to this one, Jordan James, because he's got a lot of fans here. You know, a lot of home support, which is good. But he's in a tricky situation at the moment.
Oh, and there he's dived in.
He's looking to get some side control there. He's got one leg in the half-mount position, but he's just trying to move over to the side so he can get side control and use that, tie up that left arm and then just use that left elbow. But he's letting him get back up there, which I think could be dangerous here because Jordan James, he's a big guy. He wouldn't want to get hit by one of those punches. Oof. Nice knee there on the...
As we've seen in fights such as Konmon Dave, where they were sussing each other out, these fighters are just diving straight in.
Now he's gone for a knee there and he's almost tripped, which has allowed Jordan James to get top position here and to get on his back. This is dangerous here.
Very dangerous.
Referee's having a good look.
And there it is.
The tap. Rear naked choke.
We have a new champion.
Tonight, well guys, we showed you a lot of first round finishes and there is another one.
The fighter looking absolutely ecstatic there with the win.
Takes his to 9 wins, 7 losses there. Jordan James fighting out of Chris Reese Academy. Yeah, what a win for him there. And you can see the disappointment there for David one more round. He's got to be gutted there, lose his belt there. But yeah, brilliant there for Jordan James. Really, really clean fight.
I wasn't expecting such a quick finish to the fight.
And I think he went for a kick, David round, and he then got caught, which is easy, allowed Jordan James to just take him down, get top control, and he left his back open, which was a little too easy for him there.
It did seem like a small loss of balance there, but Jordan James still punching the fence, showing the appreciation to his fans there. He is chuffed with
Do you think that it may have been David Brown coming in there with a bit overconfidence,
If you see his pre-fight interviews, you could say that he seemed very cocky.
He did on the way out when he came out as well. He seemed like he was a bit overconfident. I think he might have thought it might have been a bit too easy, and yeah, it was a good fight, but yeah, Jordan James, really happy for him. Especially in front of, you can see how much it means to him here.
And there it is. I've been Joe Buck and this has been Dave Williams. Thank you very much for joining us this evening. We hope you've enjoyed.